crawl spaces always get people into trouble, especially if you try to vent them. Now, you might be thinking, well, we only build vented crawl spaces, what's the problem? Have you been into a vented crawl space recently, especially in a humid climate? They're moldy, we have critters that like to live in the crawl space, there's puddles on the polyethylene. These things are a mess. Now, you might luck out if you are in a drier climate, but the fact is that the way that we design vented crawl spaces doesn't provide any environmental separation between the living space and the crawl space. There's no delineation between outside space and inside space. That's the way that 99% of all vented crawl spaces are designed and constructed. We filled the floor joist cavities with bat insulation, we put some poly down on the ground, and we call it a day. But the crawl space is, for all intents and purposes, outside space. Now, if it's outside, we don't want air from the crawl space getting into our floor assembly and leaking into the interior. Remember, if we have humid outside air entering our crawl space and we're air conditioning the interior, and we have nothing stopping humid crawl space air from coming into contact with the underside of our subfloor, which is going to be cold, we get condensation on our subfloor and our subfloor rots out. Just look at a lot of houses in the southeastern United States that are built on vented crawl spaces. You are almost guaranteed to see some sort of mold growth or deterioration on that subfloor in a lot of cases. We make it even worse by installing things like LVP or laminate flooring, which are vapor barriers, so the condensation that forms can't dry out. In cold climates, we get condensation forming on the underside of the floor joists because the air coming into the crawl space is cold, but it's not warming up because the crawl space is insulated. The air inside the crawl space stays humid, and the coldest surface is going to be the floor joists and underside of the bat insulation, and we get deterioration of the floor framing from the bottom up, and moisture dripping onto the floor of the crawl space. But let's say that you absolutely have to build a vented crawl space instead of a well-designed conditioned crawl space for some reason. How do you prevent these problems from happening? There has to be clear environmental separation between the crawl space and the floor assembly. We have to prevent air leakage and vapor diffusion into the floor assembly, and we have to insulate in a way that's not going to result in interstitial condensation. The first and best option is to use foil-faced rigid insulation installed on the underside of the floor joists. Note that we're not sandwiching this rigid insulation between the joists. This is being attached directly on the underside of the joists to provide a thermal break, a vapor barrier, and most importantly, an air barrier when we seal those joints. This will prevent humid air from the crawl space from migrating into the floor assembly and finding a cold condensing surface, not to mention it'll prevent air contaminants like dust, mold spores, aerosolized rat droppings, pesticides, or whatever nasty stuff is in the crawl space from getting inside. So that cavity space is now kept warmer. We're keeping outside air out of the floor assembly, and if there is condensation that forms, it's going to be on the exterior face of the foil, not on the underside of the subfloor or on the underside of the floor joists. That foil facing can handle the condensation without any issues. We just want to make sure that we're using a really good air sealing tape, like a pressure-sensitive acrylic tape, or a highly flexible liquid-applied joint-filling compound. Now, the tricky part with this strategy is that you have to air seal around beam penetrations, you have to air seal around post penetrations, and you have to air seal around the foundation transitions, or basically where the rigid foam is going to meet the stem wall and the mud sill. That can be quite labor intensive and requires workers who are very detail oriented. It's just really difficult to get that consistently airtight unless the installer actually knows what they're doing and understands the importance of sealing those transitions. The other common way that you can address this is by spraying closed cell spray foam on the underside of the floor joists. Closed cell spray foam provides the benefits of an air barrier, a vapor retarder, and it has a high R value per inch, and will essentially encapsulate those joists and the underside of the subfloor to prevent moisture accumulation and deterioration. Now, this is highly dependent on the competency of the applicator and whether they are actually spraying foam into those hard-to-reach locations, and whether the applicator is using the right ratios of A component and B component. You don't want to hire Billy Bob who bought a spray foam rig on Amazon to do this type of work. You need someone who knows what they're doing. Now, we have off-gassing concerns with spray foam when it's coupled to the interior pressure boundary, but if the crawl space is ventilated, we are not as concerned since it's on the outside of the enclosure. Our biggest concerns with this technique is that bugs love to burrow into foam, and vented crawl spaces are pretty much coupled to the outdoors. Bugs tend to live in these vented crawl spaces and have a high likelihood of making a home in that spray foam, whereas the foil facing on the rigid insulation will make it more difficult for them to access that foam board. Better yet, it's easier and cheaper to design a conditioned crawl space than to try to do this the right way. Think of a conditioned crawl space like a short basement. You can air seal and insulate them from the exterior or from the interior around the perimeter of the building. If you insulate it from the exterior, it's as easy as it gets because you don't have to deal with insulating and sealing around the rim joist to floor joist connections. The conditioned crawl space is kept close to interior conditions. It's a highly predictable environment that you can control and safely locate your ductwork in. It's a lot more forgiving of a system compared to the sealed floor assembly, but if you have to do it, this is how to design a vented crawl space. Guys, if you found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more weekly building science videos, and head over to our website at asiri-designs.com where we have over 150 free building science articles that cover a wide range of topics. Links will be in the description below. For now, good luck with your projects. Cheers.